Robert Fulford, journalist. He was a Canadian journalist, magazine editor, and essayist. He lived in Toronto, Ontario. He was born on February 13, 1932, in United States. He died on October 15, 2024. Cause of death: natural causes. He died at the age of 92. Ward Christensen. He was an American computer scientist who was the co-founder of the CBBS Bulletin Board, the first bulletin board system, BBS, ever brought online. Christensen, along with collaborator Randy Seuss, members of the Chicago Area Computer Hobbyists Exchange, CASH, started development during a blizzard in Chicago, Illinois, and officially established CBBS 4 weeks later, on February 16, 1978. CASH members frequently shared programs and had long been discussing some form of file transfer, and the two used the downtime during the blizzard to implement it. He was born on October 23, 1945 in United States. He died on October 11, 2024. Cause of death: not known. She died at the age of 78. Mike Jackson, British Army officer. He was a British Army officer and one of its most high-profile generals since the Second World War. Originally commissioned into the Intelligence Corps in 1963, he transferred to the Parachute Regiment in 1970, with which he served 2 of his 3 tours of duty in Northern Ireland. On his first, he was present as an adjutant at the events of the Ballymurphy Massacre, 1971, where 11 unarmed civilians were shot dead by British troops, and then at Bloody Sunday in 1972, when British soldiers opened fire on unarmed protesters, killing 14. On his second, he was a company commander in the aftermath of the Warren Point ambush, 1979, when the IRA killed 18 soldiers with 2 roadside bombs, the British Army's heaviest single loss of life during the Troubles. He was assigned to a staff post at the Ministry of Defense, MOD, in 1982 before assuming command of the 1st Battalion, Parachute Regiment, in 1984. Jackson was posted to Northern Ireland for the 3rd time as a brigade commander in the early 1990s. He was born on March 21, 1944 in England. He died on October 15, 2024. Cause of death: cancer. He died at the age of 80. George Negus. He was an Australian journalist, author, television and radio presenter specializing in international affairs. He was a pioneer of Australian broadcast journalism, first appearing on the ABC's This Day Tonight and later on 60 Minutes. Negus was known for making complex international and political issues accessible to a broad audience through his down-to-earth, colloquial presentation style. His very direct interviewing technique occasionally caused confrontation, famously with Margaret Thatcher, but also led to some interviewees giving more information than they had given in other interviews. Recognition of his unique skills led to him hosting a new ABC show, Foreign Correspondent, and Dateline on SBS. He often reported from the front line of dangerous conflicts and described himself as an anti-war correspondent who wanted people to understand the reasons behind why wars were senseless. He was awarded a Walkley Award for Outstanding Contribution to Journalism. He presented 6.30 with George Negus on Network 10. He remained a director of his own media consulting company, Negus Media International, until his death in 2024. He was born on March 13, 1942 in Australia. He died on October 15, 2024. Cause of death: not known. He died at the age of 82.